Lily, it's Hannah, and I've got a short project for you to draw along with me. The materials you need for today's session is a black pen, is a black pencil, is an earbud, and a white square of paper or card. Now, if you don't have a white square, then a notepad is fine. You might want to pause the video now and go and get the materials that you need. And once you've got them, sit back down, get comfortable, and we'll make a start. So, using the pencil, I'm just going to draw a line on one side of the square. I'm then going to turn it, and I'm going to join that line up there so it looks like we've got an L for Lily. I'm then going to turn it again, and I'm going to join that line there, and then the last one, and we've got a box. I'm then going to swap to my black pen, and on the inside of one of these lines I'm going to draw a half circle. And you'll notice that I've left a gap here. That's because we're going to do exactly the same the other side, and we're going to leave a gap there. We're then going to turn it round, and we're going to do the same, draw half a circle, leaving a gap, and then another half a circle. I'm then going to turn to the third side. I'm drawing half a circle and another half a circle. And then you've probably guessed it, I'm going to do the last side, and I'm going to draw two half circles. So when you look at it, yours should look similar to that. Now, starting on this one here, around the outside, I'm just going to draw another semicircle, slightly larger than the first. I'm then going to repeat that, going round each of the original semicircles. And then turn your page around and continue until each of the half circles has another circle drawn around it. Once we've got to that stage, we're going to draw another half circle around the outside. And it's starting to get a little bit full around the middle of each of these. So keep turning your tile or your page round until you have drawn a semicircle around each of the original half circles. Now, once you've got to that stage, we're going to move on to the next part. If you haven't reached this stage yet, if you push pause and then restart it when you're ready. So now we've got to this stage, we're going to decorate the inside of each of the original half circles. Now, there's different ways you can do this. You can just colour each one of them in, or if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, you can finish them like this. So this one is just a full block of colour. This one is where I've left a gap down the centre. This one here I've just put lots of little circles in. This one looks like a ladybird. I've drawn some circles and then coloured the rest of it in black. This one has got vertical lines, and this one has got horizontal lines. And this one has got lines on the diagonal, and this one's got lines on both diagonals. So if you'd like to pause the video at this point and fill in all of your half circles and then come back when you're ready. So now you should have finished colouring all of the insides of your half circles, if you've chosen to colour them in solid colour or decorated the insides of it. Now for this part, the next bit, it starts off and it's a little bit difficult, so I'm going to draw in pencil if you want to watch in pencil first. So I'm going to draw another half circle, but this time I'm not going to take it to the edge, and then I'm going to carry on. So my pencil mark is joined, although you will be drawing this in pen. I'm just showing you in pencil to start off with. I'm then going to turn, and carrying on, I'm just going to repeat it, drawing a half circle and stopping before I get to the original lines. And then the last one, we're just going to join up in the edge. So now we can draw in pen. So again, I'm just following the shape of the semicircle around each side, but not going in too far, and joining up at the end. So we should have something that looks like that. Now the next stage is just a repeat of that stage, but this time we're going to move in very slightly. So I'm going to follow the curve again and joining that point there, I'm going to follow the curve around. I'm then going to turn my page round and I'm going to follow around there and then repeat. And each time I go to the next side, I'm going to turn my page or my square around. And you can see that that one looks the same as the set that we just did. It'll just be a bit smaller. I'm then going to repeat it again, but this time I'm going to go in further. And then, because you're such a clever girl, Lily, I am sure you know where I'm going with this. If at any point I'm going too fast, just pause the video. So now we've got 3 rows, and I think we can fit maybe another 1 or another 2 in, but we will see. And hopefully when you've finished, one of your parents can take a picture and send it across to me so I can see what yours looks like. Okay, and I think that's about as small as I want to go. Now comes the fun part. We're going to switch to our pencils and our earbuds, and we're going to add some shading. And the easiest way to explain this is, I think it looks a little bit like a spider's web. So, following that point there to the corner, I'm just going to put a very light line of pencil, and you'll notice that when I hold the pencil, I'm not holding it over the top like we would normally. I'm holding it to the side. That's because I don't want to put too much on. I'm then going to turn it, and I'm going to follow that point there to the outside, and again I'm putting a small amount of pencil, and then that point to that corner. And you're just going to go round and join each point up to the corner. And if you do get stuck at this point, you can always pause the video. And then we're going to use the earbud. And all I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to do some little circles. And do you see how that's making that pencil line spread? Look how it looks different from that one to that one. And all I'm going to do is go around each of those pencil lines, and I'm going to just gently, in little circles, spread that pencil line around. And when you see the finished piece, you'll be amazed. And this shading is the best part because it makes it look like it's not flat. And you see now it makes it look like it's a spider web going into itself. So that's the last part of this session. The final bit that we have to do is just put our signature on it. Now, because it's such a small piece of paper, we don't want to put our whole name. So you could, if you wanted to, you could put a little L in the center, or you could put an LG in the corner. I'm just going to put an H. Now, because my name is spelt forward and back, and it's the same, I'm just going to do that. And I will bring that in so you can see it a bit better. So just put an LG on yours where you want. And this is the one I drew this morning as an example. And that's the one that we've just drawn now. This is the example I've got to show you if you wanted to colour each of those stages in. And these are the different ways to decorate the inside, as is that one. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know how you get on. If there's anything that you didn't like or you want me to do differently, then I'm happy to do it. And maybe you can tune in over the weekend and I will do you another little project. Speak to you soon. Bye.